All right, Bob, let's just cut to the chase. I'm telling you, AI is the best thing that's ever happened to productivity, to innovation, to, well, just about everything.
Best thing? John, are you kidding me? We're talking about replacing real people, real jobs with lines of code. You can't tell me a machine is better than a human. Not when it comes to actual work.
Better in so many ways. Think about it, Bob. Speed, accuracy, consistency. AI doesn't get tired, it doesn't make human errors because it's been up all night, and it can process mountains of data in seconds that would take a human team weeks, if not months.
That's great for crunching numbers, I'll give you that. But where's the common sense? Where's the intuition? If something goes slightly off script, an AI just stops. Or worse, it executes a flawed command perfectly, with no understanding of the disaster it's causing. A human would say, "Hold on, this doesn't look right."
That's a programming issue, not an AI issue. And besides, modern AI is getting incredibly good at pattern recognition and even predicting anomalies. We're talking about algorithms that learn, that adapt. They're constantly improving, unlike a human who might get stuck in their ways.
Stuck in their ways? What about experience, John? What about the accumulated wisdom of years doing a job? You can't just download that into a neural network. A veteran craftsman knows things a machine never will. Subtle cues, nuances that are learned, not coded.
And that veteran craftsman is also going to retire eventually, or get sick or slow down. And AI is always at peak performance, 24/7. Think of manufacturing, logistics, even customer service, repetitive tasks, data entry, scheduling. Why would you pay a human to do that when an AI can do it faster, cheaper, and without complaint?
Cheaper now, maybe, but at what cost to society? We're talking about massive job displacement, John. What happens when entire industries are automated? Are we just going to have millions of people sitting around, unable to find work, while the robots build everything?
That's a misperception, Bob. Historically, every major technological shift has created new jobs, new industries. The internet didn't destroy all jobs, it created entire digital economies. AI will be the same. It'll free up humans from the mundane, dangerous, or repetitive tasks so we can focus on higher level, more creative, more strategic work.
Higher level, more creative? That sounds nice in theory. But can an AI truly be creative? Can it paint a masterpiece, compose a symphony, or write a novel that resonates with the human soul? No, because it doesn't have a soul. It doesn't have experience, heartbreak, joy, or imagination in the human sense.
Have you seen what AI art generators are doing lately? Or AI music composers? They're incredible. They can generate things that are indistinguishable from human-created works, and sometimes even more innovative because they're not bound by human cognitive biases. They can explore combinations a human mind might never consider.
Indistinguishable to the untrained eye, maybe, but it's still pattern matching, John. It's not creation from nothing. It's rearranging existing data. There's no true intention, no emotion behind it. And that's what makes human art, human music, human writing special. It speaks to us on a deeper level.
So you're saying a human accountant is special because they have common sense when balancing ledgers, or a factory worker on an assembly line is special because they can feel joy while tightening bolts. Come on, Bob, be realistic. For tasks that are precise, repetitive, or require massive computational power, AI wins, hands down.
No, I'm saying that the potential for common sense, for a human touch, for critical thinking beyond just following instructions, is what makes human labor superior in any situation where unforeseen circumstances can arise. And let's be honest, that's practically every situation.
But AI is being trained to handle unforeseen circumstances. Autonomous vehicles, for example, they have to make split-second decisions based on incredibly complex real-time data. You think a human reacting emotionally in a high-stress situation is always better than a system designed for optimal safety and efficiency?
Autonomous vehicles, the perfect example. How many times have we heard about them freezing up or making weird decisions because of something as simple as a shadow or a reflection? A human driver would immediately understand the context. That's common sense, John. That's the ability to interpret the world, not just process data points.
Those are early-stage glitches, Bob, things that are rapidly being ironed out. And how many human drivers cause accidents every day due to distraction, fatigue, or impairment? The goal is to reduce accidents dramatically, and AI is already showing it can do that. It's about making things safer and more efficient for everyone.
Safer for some, maybe, but what about the ethical dilemmas? If an autonomous car has to choose between hitting a child and swerving into a wall, potentially killing its passenger, what does it do? Who programs that moral choice? A human has a conscience. An AI has an algorithm. There's a fundamental difference there.
And humans always make the right moral choice in a split-second panic? History is littered with examples where humans fail under pressure. At least with AI, you can establish an ethical framework, a set of priorities. It's transparent, auditable. You can't audit a human's gut reaction.
An ethical framework decided by humans, John, so you're just outsourcing our moral responsibility to a machine that still doesn't understand the gravity of its actions. That's not progress. That's abdication. We need human judgment at the helm. especially for life and death decisions or anything involving genuine human interaction.
Okay, but let's talk about medicine. AI is revolutionizing diagnostics, identifying diseases earlier and more accurately than human doctors, because it can analyze vast amounts of medical literature and patient data in an instant. It can suggest personalized treatments based on global research. Is a doctor's common sense better than that?
The AI might diagnose better, but who delivers the news? Who provides comfort? Who understands the patient's fears and hopes? A human doctor provides empathy, a crucial part of healing. You can't program a bedside manner, John. You can't program compassion.
You're moving the goalposts, Bob. I'm talking about labor, about tasks. AI doesn't replace the human aspect of care. It frees the human doctor to focus on that. It handles the data analysis, the heavy lifting, so the doctor can spend more quality time with the patient, not buried in charts.
No, I'm defining labor broadly, as it should be. The human element isn't just a nice to have. It's often essential to the job itself. Customer service, teaching, counseling. These jobs are fundamentally human-centric. An AI can't build trust, can't inspire, can't truly understand complex emotional states.
AI chatbots are getting incredibly sophisticated. Many people prefer talking to a chatbot for simple queries because it's instant, available 24/7, and doesn't get annoyed. It's efficient. And for teaching, AI can personalize learning paths for individual students in ways a single human teacher simply can't manage for a whole classroom.
Personalized learning is one thing, but a teacher provides mentorship, inspiration, discipline, and emotional support. A chatbot can't tell if a student is struggling with something at home, impacting their grades. It doesn't build a relationship. Education is about more than just knowledge transfer.
Again, you're focusing on the periphery. The core function of many jobs can be enhanced or replaced by AI. We're talking about automating the tedious, the dangerous, the inefficient. Imagine construction with robotic arms handling heavy lifting, or hazardous waste disposal by autonomous drones. That's a net positive for humanity.
And imagine a world where the only people who have jobs are the ones programming and maintaining these machines. What about everyone else? What about the dignity of work? Humans derive meaning from contributing, from building, from using their hands and minds. Take that away, and what are we left with?
We're left with a world where people can pursue passions, innovate, create, and solve bigger problems. We're not meant to be cogs in a machine, Bob. AI frees us from that. It's about elevating human potential, not diminishing it.
Ha! Elevating human potential by making human skills redundant? That's a dangerous narrative. I think it's about making things cheaper for corporations, John, and damn the consequences for the working class. They call it efficiency, but it often just means less wages paid.
It's not just about corporations. Small businesses can leverage AI to compete with larger ones. Individuals can use AI to amplify their capabilities. It's a democratizing force, making sophisticated tools accessible to everyone. The cost savings often translate into more affordable goods and services, benefiting consumers.
But the quality, the human touch. Imagine a handcrafted piece of furniture versus a mass-produced AI-designed one. There's a soul in the handcrafted item. A story, a connection to the maker. AI can't replicate that sense of craftsmanship.
Not every product needs a soul, Bob. Sometimes you just need a functional, affordable chair. And even for craftsmanship, AI can assist designers, optimize materials, and even guide robotic fabrication to create pieces of incredible complexity and precision that would be impossible by hand.
Assistance is one thing. Replacement is another. The minute you take the human out of the loop, you lose something essential. That common sense, that ability to improvise, that spark of genuine creativity. It's irreplaceable. We need to remember that humans are more than just processors.
And AI is more than just a calculator. It's an extension of our cognitive abilities. It's like arguing that the printing press ruined scribes' jobs. Yes, it did, but it revolutionized knowledge dissemination, literacy, and society. AI is the printing press of our generation.
The printing press didn't make books devoid of human authors. AI, in its extreme, seeks to remove the human author entirely, or at least diminish their role. We risk a future where everything is optimized, efficient, and utterly devoid of true humanity.
It's not devoid of humanity if humanity is building and directing the AI. We're still the architects, Bob. We're just creating smarter tools to build a better future. It's an evolution, and frankly, I think it's exciting. It's the next frontier.
Exciting for some, terrifying for others. I just think we need to be incredibly careful not to lose what makes us human in this relentless pursuit of efficiency. Our common sense, our empathy, our unique ability to truly connect and understand each other. That's our greatest strength, and no algorithm can ever fully replicate it. That's why human labor will always have an edge.
I think you're holding on to a romanticized view, Bob. The future is here, and it's intelligent. We need to embrace it and learn how to work with it, not fear it. Because frankly, the world is only going to get more complex, and we're going to need all the help we can get. AI is that help.
Help, yes. Replacement, no. I still believe that at the heart of every truly effective operation, there's a human with common sense making the ultimate call. That's the difference. And that's why human labor will never be truly obsolete.
Well, Bob, I guess we'll just have to agree to passionately disagree on this one. But I bet an AI could have found a more amicable middle ground for us.
And it would have been a middle ground devoid of true conviction, John. Thanks for the spirited debate, though. It's certainly food for thought for everyone listening.